look, we're back after 30 seconds. Yay! So here we are. We've got our row. This is just how I laid it down before I cut off the other video. And then, are my fingernails dirty? Oh, probably. Okay, and got it laid out. It's the 20 rows. Not a big deal. Now, on the Discord server, I went through and showed people, for those that are having problems turning, I do it right hand to left hand. So my loops, start over here, end over here. And people have a real tough time understanding what the term turning is, or, turning your work. It's a fancy term for flipping it over, which isn't really all that fancy, but, hey, how it goes. So literally I told them, for those that are, right hand, if you need to, you flip it over. See, since I'm right-handed to left-handed, you can just do that, and you start with your loop, once again, over here. If you're left-handed, what's going to happen is you're going to be going from your left side to your right side, and your loop will be over here when you're done with your work. So you'll be going, and you're right there. So if you need to turn, what you do is you flip it that way. And then for those that are left-handed, you can now start your work again. Get out of the way. Here's your loop, here's your all that. Now, what you want to do next is to build, we need to make another row. And there's two things you need to know. One, we're going to have to turn. The other one is we have to chain one so we can build up. We need to make a step up to the next row, because right now this is like, here's the first step. Now we need to build our second step. Oh no, there's nothing there. Well, that's what we're crocheting. But in order to do that, right here is where it starts. The first step, going neat, 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 like that. So what we're going to need to do is really easy, is just chain. You saw how to do a chain. You saw that. You take your hook. You can do it before you flip or turn if you want, or not. You can do it afterwards. But you literally just go like that. You chain, and that's it. Just one extra chain. If you need to see it again, I don't know why you would, but because I'm blithering on, and you can rewind this video up 100 million times if you needed to. But here I am at the end of my row. I just did all 20 of these, but I need to chain so I can do up the step. So I yarn over, pull the loop through, and we're good. Now, let's pull that out. I am going to lay it flat. This thing, all we need to do is we're going to turn it. We've got our row, we have our chain, we got our loop that we're going to start with. So we will now flip it because I am right-handed. So I can have my loops on this side because I go from, right to left. I will grab my crochet hook. Ignore the cat in the background because he's once again meowing. And like I said, I blither on a lot. So you have that. Now, the first ones we want, this is your chain. If you take a look, you'll see right here, hook is in the way, but this is our chain right here, this one. There we go. This is the chain loop. You don't want to go into that because that's what separates this loop from the one we want, which is right here. Okay, you see that? This is our working loop. This is the chain we just did a second ago. And then this is the loop we actually want to go into. These two right there. And for anybody that actually is paying of interest, for later, if they're doing projects and stuff, you got two loops here, in a crochet right here. This is called right here. This one right here is called the front loop. So if you see instructions that say FLO, front loop only, it's talking about just going into this loop here. Whereas this one in the back, it's called the back loop only. So if you see a BLO back loop only, it's talking about that one. For all intents and purposes here, we don't care. It's not of importance. What you want to do is you want to put your hook in your loop. And we're going to use both loops because that's what we're doing here is we're just doing a single crochet. And you take this, you got your loop here, and you want to put it, it's all fuzzy, there we go. We're going to use both of these loops right here. Here's the chain we did right there. So we're going to go in here, cram it in, ah, ha, ha, ha. And there we go. Here it is. Then you go like that. Yeah. Pull, yarn over, pull it over again. There you go. We are now on the start of our next row. So you see the next one? I just use this little hole right here. You know, that's where I put my finger right there to kind of dig in and push it through. I loop it again, yarn over and pull it through. Go to the next one. I find the little V thing right there. See how that's got a nice hole? Push it underneath both those loops. Yarn over, you know, moving the yarn through, and then pull it over. And then look through there. Got that. And then go through here. Like I said, I'm in my bedroom trying to ignore the cat. Alright. Okay, this one's being a little tricky. Okay, there we go. Got it in there. Yarn over. Yeah, I'm doing really big stuff so you can just see what we got here, but we got, let's see, one over here. Loop through there. Do that. And like I said, you know, these videos are probably going to be way too long for most people because it's all repetitive stuff. But sometimes I need that repetitive stuff so I can see what in the world it is I'm doing. You know, just if I'm doing something right or doing something wrong, and I'm most times doing it wrong the first few times. But, you know, I got it, and here we go. Here's the top view. Pulling it through. And I am also a row counter because I can lose stitches very easily because I'm doing weird projects. I just did that micro raptor, and boy, I had to keep count on that thing because sometimes I lose track, and, you know, when you're doing certain projects, you need to have a, you know, certain amount of stitches in certain areas. And when I did it, it didn't, for the next row, it would affect the next row. Sometimes I had to pull crap out that was at least, you know, 2 or 3 rows back in order to get the stitch count right, because I wasn't counting what they were supposed to be. So, yeah, let's see. Got that and that. So, got the little hole. Got it in there. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Got it in there. Yeah, I've seen some things that are in YouTube that, you know, help me out a lot. I mean, there are multiple YouTube videos I actually have saved in my YouTube playlist or crochet playlist to do certain stitches or whatnot, but sometimes I look at the basic stuff and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Okay, so now we are what looks like at the last stitch, but no, we got one more. It's right here. It's kind of the end loop. So before I do that one, let's see, grab that. If you count, this is supposed to be a swatch of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's not. We need 20. Where is the 20? Oh my god. Because when I was first starting up, yeah, I screwed up and would think that's not a row. But, yeah, stick it in there. And then, yeah, put your yarn in. I've never done a video stuff, so this is my very first try at doing this kind of stuff. Yarn over, and then voila, you are at 20 stitches. And, you know, that's what we got going here. And then, there you go, pretty. See how it's starting to, those are single stitches. This is single crochet only. But, you know, you got your V's right up there. Those are kind of called V's. But, you know, you got there. Now, what we want to do again, we're going to do another row. And so, if I can figure out how to coordinate my fingers. See, I like to hold my tension like that. I hold it kind of weird. But it's just how I do it. I used to knit forever, and this is what I got. So we've got our 20 stitches because we counted them, you know, 19, and then we did one more stitch, and that normally, as far as I know, in math, 19 plus 1 equals 20. So I'm hoping that still counts. You know, who knows with math nowadays. But we need to chain. We need to do that step up again, like I was saying earlier, where you had, you know, you need to go from, we've got, how many rows do we have? 2 rows on this now. So we've got 1 row, 2 rows. Now we need 3 rows. We're going like this. So we got our first row, which was done. Then we got our second row. We need our third row. Yay, I can't film worth anything. So we need to build up our third row. You guys go over there. And then, so we need to, remember, chain once more. We need to do another chain. So we take our yarn over, pull through. Yay, we did a chain. And now we need to turn it. Now, like I said, I'm right-handed to left, so I'm going to be doing it like that. And for turning, I'm going to do it off the board, which means I'm doing it up here close to the camera, as opposed to on the board like I was doing for the first shot, kind of, if I remember right. Dang, there it is. Boom, I turned it. Woohoo! We turned our chain. We've turned our project. So we've got it here. Here's our chain, the chain we just did, so we can separate this loop and, you know, fold it over so we can hit this. I think the garbage truck just went by. I don't know. Anyways, so we look for our row again, push it in, and there you go. And here it is. Once more, we yarn over, and then we look for the next one. See, it's got these nice holes right here. You can look in there. Shove it in there. I think the cat went away. And then put it in there. Pull through. Then you look for it again. It's kind of hard to do when I'm on a camera and I can't see very well what I'm doing here. Pull through again. Yarn over and pull through. See, that's why I like using my finger on the back. But yarn over. Going. Push through. So, there we go. Yarn over. Push through. So, and now we go, I'm gonna finish up this row, and then this demonstration hopefully will be done, because this video is already 15 minutes, and I'm sure people don't want to listen to me blither on that long about it. But again, like I said, this is just for the arts and renting Crafts and Dogs Discord server members in case they needed it or anything. And I'm not being sponsored by them or anything. It's just Discord I really like, and so I'm trying to help out my friends on there by doing it, because, you know, Hyper and Ratty and all them were really needing some help on how to crochet, because it was just mind-boggling. Because, you know, they do other stuff. Hyper does, like, cross-stitch, and Ratty does sewing and other projects, and along with other things, but I mostly crochet because it's all I can afford to do, and I don't have room in my house for many more other projects. I don't need as many hobbies as my husband. His are the expensive hobbies. His are, auto shop and metalworking and all sorts of stuff that I'm like, no, I can't afford all that. So, yarn I can afford. So, alright. Alright, that should be it for that. So, as it goes flopping around, this is what it looks like. We got 3 rows. If you take a look, 1, 2, 3. See? Crochet hook. We got first row right here, second row right here in the middle, see? Then the third row right up here. So you got 3 rows. So that's how that works. So I hope this video was helpful for some of the people in the Discord. I'll make another one maybe right now, just, in another video, so people can see like a half double crochet or a double crochet. These are all American terms too, because I don't know the English stuff. Well, I don't know the British, London, whatever they're called version. This is just American stuff. So anyways, talk to you later.